Good afternoon and welcome to Have a Chat. I'm Audrey Lynch with my beautiful co-host, Judy Losier. Good afternoon, Judy.
Hello, Audrey. Nice to see you and nice to have everybody join our Have a Chat today.
Yes, we've got a great show lined up for our viewers today. They're definitely not going to want to miss these two guests, both phenomenal women with great things to tell us and inform us about. But first, we're going to start off our show with a positive quote today. And Judy, you're on deck for that for us.
I picked one out. All right. And it's going on all these years of quotes, you have to kind of look a little bit harder because we've had so many when we do one a week,
Yes,
right? Okay, this
yes,
one
exactly.
is, yeah, this one is read more books than status updates, look into more
Okay.
eyes than screens, hold more hands than devices, and love more than you judge. You like that?
That's actually fabulous advice. Fabulous advice for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Definitely during these trying times.
Especially looking someone in the eye. People are so now engaged in their phones that they always seem
Yeah.
to have their head down. Yeah, this eye
Yes.
to eye contact is becoming a lost art. It's such an important thing in life to look someone in the eye. They say the eyes are the soul, right? And you get, so even with our masks on, like you can tell if
Yes.
someone's sad or happy. If I'm looking at someone and their eyes are lit up and they look like they're happy to see me, I can tell, even though their mouth isn't being shown. Or if they're sad, I see it in the eyes because I'm looking at that person. But sadly, people are looking at their phones a lot more than they're looking at people. So that's just a very little bit of a quote to give people that urge to do otherwise and hold hands more than they're holding their phones, kind of thing. That's my positive message for the
Well,
week.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you there, Judy. Being able to look into somebody's eyes when you're having a conversation, the conversation goes a lot smoother. You get a true feeling for what the person is trying to say and how they're feeling and their
Yeah.
emotions. Like it puts the conversation
Hmm.
all together as opposed to trying to communicate with someone through texting and messaging and
Yes.
things like that. So with my industry, I work
Right.
in front of a mirror. So my client and I make eye contact that way. I
Good.
find
Good.
sometimes if when I someone asks me to cut their hair at home, I almost feel lost because I don't have a mirror in front of me so that I can look them in the face
Right.
and have that, eye
Right.
contact to
It's
go with that. So
important.
that's a
Yeah,
fabulous
it's
quote. I
important.
love it.
Good. Good.
Definitely. So spring has sprung here in
Yeah.
Miramichi. It is now springtime. We've had the last couple of days the plus double digits here in Miramichi. The sun feels so nice
Mm,
and warm. I couldn't
yeah.
help myself, but when I went to the grocery store the other day and I was coming out, they had mini, the little cherry tomato plants. And I couldn't help myself, and I
Oh,
bought a couple of them and brought them home
good.
and put them in the sunlight. And to have something growing, something
Nice.
alive, and
Yep.
it's one of the fruits that I absolutely love. And to be able to grow,
Yeah.
let's hopefully I don't kill it, kill the
No, no,
plants,
it'll be
but
good.
that's one of the things I've started to do and to feel good about springtime and the warmer weather coming and
Mm,
things like that. What are you
I
doing,
love
Judy?
it. I love it. And I just try to protect my skin. I get myself ready in the morning, put on a good sunscreen. And they say even in the winter months, I mean, now that it's still spring, we do still have snow. So we're kind of the when you're walking, I protect my face because the snow bounces off the sunlight bounces off the snow and you can get sunburned. So just a warning for people. But I love to get out and lighten up my coat. I was wearing my big winter coat, my gloves, my hat, and now I'm more free and I feel happier. I can put on a nice sweater, get my dogs on a leash, and it's more bare pavement, and I'm just in my glory, getting outside and walking, and nature just makes me happy in general.
Yeah, I find I'm very looking forward to being able to put my bare feet in the grass or the sand
Yes,
or just to get
yes,
grounded, just to reconnect with
yep,
nature, and it just
yep.
releases so many endorphins, and it just makes you feel so good from
Mhm.
the inside out. It really does.
It's a good season. It's a good season. We're well into it now. We're going to enjoy it, Audrey.
Yes, definitely. And with spring upon us, we've got lots of things going on with trending, things that are
Yep.
trending and things like that. So we wanted to touch a little bit on men and women's fashion and haircuts
Yep.
specifically, or whatever.
Sure.
I'll touch a
Yeah.
little bit on the men's side of things. There's
Okay.
actually quite a lot of the men's haircuts that are still trending.
Hmm.
Beards are back, if you haven't noticed, from COVID. Um, some of the men didn't run out and shave their face right off the bat. Some of them
No.
are still wearing their beards and their mustaches and their facial hairs, but they're doing it in a lot more style as well, which
Okay.
I absolutely love. I'm not opposed to facial hair if it looks like it's being looked after.
Right. Right.
um,
Trim.
I can
Hmm.
give you I can give you just a quick rundown of the top 10 men's cuts. I don't have pictures. I do have them, but it's a little hard to show doing it this way.
Yeah.
But the crew cut is still one of the number one haircuts out there. So you can Google these and look at them yourself if you want to. The crew cut, the undercut, still very popular. And then there's a disconnected undercut where it's totally, it almost looks like two separate haircuts. And then, of course, the fade. Everybody's popular with the fade. There's the low and the mid and the high rise, where the hair is shaved fairly close to the skin, and then it goes longer. There's the side part is
Mm.
still in. The hard part, which is where they actually take and with the clippers cut in a part line, which is a very bold look. It's sharp. I love it, but it's not for every guy either, right?
Hmm.
Um, the buzz cut, still a thing. And then there's the Caesar cut. You might want to Google that one, the Caesar cut. It's really sharp looking too. And depending what that guy has for a career or a job, it would go very well, with a suit and tie or even more of a casual look, I find. And then for the other three are on the longer side of haircuts. So you've got the French crop, which is really nice. It sort of looks a little on the messy side. And then we call it the bro flow. So Google
Ah.
that one. That one's sharp looking too. And still in the top 10 is the pompadour, right? Which a
A
lot of the
what?
guys are still wearing. It's called a pompadour.
Like a high head,
Yeah,
like a high head of hair.
it's high. Yeah, it's long and it's high. Yeah. It's when you take that long hair and you style it up and over, right? So
I,
again,
you
depending
know what
on
I love?
a
Yeah.
fella's texture. Yes.
I love Harry Styles, the former One Direction. He's he's on his own
Oh,
now.
yes.
Harry Styles hair.
Yep.
I love that
Yep.
long, not high gel looking like shiny, but just the
No,
push back long hair off the forehead. I love that on a guy.
off the
I love it.
forehead.
Not
Yeah,
too long, but the
exactly.
flowing back. I love it. I love it. I have
Yeah.
some for the
I
women.
like it when
Oh
it's not hanging in their face, but yes, go ahead. You're up.
no. The women, okay, what's in for women is this lob, okay? And lob
Yes,
haircuts are
it
also
is.
known as the long bobs, and they're making a big comeback. So,
Mm-hmm.
lobs are just below the neck, where some people have the bob, which is still popular too, to the chin area. The lob is to right about here on your neck, a long bob. Lob, it's called. The mullet and shag combined. Like, excuse me,
Yes.
never. No, I'll wear hats before I go with that. But the mullet is in.
It's a
So
thing.
that
It's a
kind of
real
bang,
thing.
it is a thing. I know it's a thing. It's not gonna be my thing.
Yep.
But then the shaggy sides with the mullet. But you know what else is in, which I could never do, Audrey, is the curly bang. Yeah, like I couldn't do
Yes.
a curly bang.
Yes. But I
I
mean,
don't even
is your
know what.
hair naturally curly though?
No,
Your
it's
hair's not
bone
naturally
straight.
curly though. Yes,
No, but
exactly.
I could,
So us
if I
curly
had a
haired
bang, I could
girls,
curl it.
that's right. This is true. But yeah, it definitely is in. I think us curly haired girls can pull it off a little better, but not better, but we're more used to it, right? Because we
Okay.
have the curly hair to work with. So the straighter hair girls would
Right.
find it a little out of their element, right?
Yeah. Right. Okay. That makes sense. That girls and my girlfriends have some
Yes,
beautiful curls that would weave
right.
in very nicely. Okay. I got you there. The other is the 60s bangs, and that would be the straight across bang, which I
Yes.
have done with soft layers that frame your face, which then puts the focus on a
Hmm.
person's eyes. I did that about 5 years ago. I was sorry I did it. So my bang came right down to here, and my eyes
Yeah.
are quite big, which was nice. They've accented them, but then the hair, I just don't look good in bangs. Period. But you know what's back, ladies, is the shag. I
Yes,
kind of like the shag.
it
And
is.
they're going with like either the shag, like the long choppy shag, or the super shaggy. Shag, 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 layer, layer, layer. What do you think, Audrey, of the shag?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Definitely. Well, when it comes to me, and what governs me when I go to cut somebody's hair is not just what's trending. I also
No.
take into consideration that person's hair type. Is it thick? Is it thin? Is it
Right.
fine? Is it curly? You really, and their
Hmm.
face shape. So you take what's
Yeah,
trending and put into consideration their hair type and their face to see what suits them best, right?
for
It
sure.
really
For
does. I
sure.
use a combination of all of those things for sure. And I've played
Yeah, you
around with,
have to.
except for the full on mullet. I haven't done that.
Well, you won't be doing it on me too soon.
No.
But that's what's in for the women's hairstyles. And then as far as women's clothing styles, we'll bring it to
Hmm.
the show next week, some men's fashions. But for women's
Yeah.
fashions now, you can weigh in on this, Audrey. The oversized shoulder boyfriend jackets. Now, I've been in the city and traveled a lot, and I've tried a lot on. I've
Right.
always put them back on the hanger because they look like crap on
Yeah.
me. I'm a very tiny
Yeah.
person, very small frame, and these great big oversized shoulder pad jackets, just I look like I don't know what, a clown in them. So,
Frumpy.
but some,
Frumpy. I'm like,
but, but they are very popular this season. Now, you know what else is popular? Black face masks. We all see them, every color, every design. Black
right.
face masks are the thing this year for fashion when we have to wear them during COVID. Headscarves are
Yes.
popular. I look like a complete dork in headscarves. If you've seen me in one,
Oh,
you'd
you're
say, I don't
kidding.
know that
I've
woman.
never,
No, I look
I
like,
can't
oh,
imagine.
no, but they're
No.
coming in. So your head's all hidden, but you have this fancy scarf on your head, whatever color it might be. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. No,
Um, the
I no,
colors,
I can't. No.
no, we're not going to go there, but you're going to see a lot
No.
of it. The color
Okay.
tones that are in are the sorbet pastel tones. So the
Mm-hmm.
mint
That I know.
and the
Yeah.
light pinks and the very
Yeah.
soft lavender, they're all in. And
Yeah.
apparently those are good colors for most skin types. So if you have a lavender or mint
Yes.
next to your face, most people can do them apparently. One
Yeah.
other thing that's big in this year are the folk inspired coats. So the folksy embroidery on it, tapestry installed in it,
Oh,
lace.
wow.
Now
Really?
I'm not a folk girl. I'm not a folk person. I have one amazing folk coat that was hand designed and made in Halifax for me by my husband. It's a masterpiece. Other than that, I don't touch folk inspired anything.
Okay. I can
um,
honestly say I don't think I own anything either.
no,
It's
you know
not a
what you might
style
like?
that I'm drawn to.
Nor am I. But I think one that you might be drawn to, that I would be drawn to, that is very popular in the spring 2021 look, are the white knee high boots. White
Yes.
knee high boots. Now
White.
that's
Yeah.
kind of
I own a
catchy. They
pair.
go with everything. I did have a pair.
Yes.
I think I need a new pair. I don't even know where mine are, and they're kind of beaten up if I do have them. But
Yes.
yellow bags, yellow purses are in. I guess they're looking for
Oh,
that
you're
pop
kidding.
and
Yeah. The
yellow
Papa color.
handbags
Yeah.
or clutch bags or whatever is the color. And just to wrap up
Okay.
our quick chat real quick, we have for shoes, chunky clogs. I hate them, but
Oh,
I'll see them. You'll see them. Loafers are very popular, like stylish loafers, even for comfort. The Western style boots, they could be coming just above the ankle or
they
below the
are.
knee, but Western,
Yeah. I
they
own a
are big.
pair. I'm
Yep,
all set.
good. Yep, mesh pumps. So your pumps, but the meshy see through. And what I do love that's in vogue for 2021 are the very stylish sandals with extreme fanciness around the straps. So dangly straps with charms on them, ropey bracelet
Oh,
type
wow.
straps around the ankle, like jewelry
Oh,
almost around your
I'd be up
ankle
for those.
on the sandal. I love the sound of that. So that's where it's at for some of the tips for fashion coming up for 2021 spring.
Yeah, and we'll bring the fashions for men, so you won't want to miss that show. We'll tell you what the guys should be wearing this summer as well. Um, we want to tell everybody to definitely stay tuned for the rest of our show. We've got some great guests. Amanda Downey is joining us. We've got Julianna Trajkovic, if I'm saying that correctly, from Shoppers Drug Mart, a beauty expert, filling us all in on what's trending with them. So you don't want to go away. We've got more great Have a Chat after the break. We'll meet you right back here. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Have a Chat. We just had our first segment where we did our little quick chat, and now we're starting our show off with our first guest, and we'd like to welcome Amanda Downey. Welcome, Amanda.
Hi, Audrey. Hi, nice to be with you guys again.
Hi, you look beautiful
Hello,
today.
welcome back.
Welcome.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
love chatting with you guys.
Yes. First of all, in case there is anybody out there in Miramichi or internationally, because we are now YouTube available, tell us, Amanda, a little bit about who you are.
Well, I grew up here, born and raised in Douglastown. Met Mark when we were kids, like 13 years old. We didn't start dating till we were about 25. Had 2 kids, got married, moved home, and opened River City Fitness Club.
Yes,
Yes, and
you
that was
sure
in
did.
2015.
That's right. December of
Yes.
2015
When
we opened.
So tell us
Yeah.
about the humble beginnings, Amanda. Like you and Mark, like I said, you've been on our show only once, and you did refer to the fact that it was a long time dream of Mark's and maybe even yours. But tell us the beginning of the opening of River City, how it all kind of came together with your mind saying, this is what we want to do. This is our dream career to do this. And tell us how it transpired.
Well, it was crazy, really, because it's funny. There wasn't a lot of support to open River City. There was already a lot of gyms in the area. So when people had heard that we were opening, they thought we were kind of crazy. So we sort of went through little periods of wondering if we were crazy too. But needless to say, we sort of kept it going. And yeah, we ended up finding Tina. Tina came to us asking if we were hiring. I want to say about 2 months before opening, and what a score that was. And long story short, Judy, when we opened, we had like $150 to our name in the till.
Oh my!
Yeah,
Oh,
My
little
yeah,
goodness.
bit of
we
a heart
really hoped
thumper.
it was. It
That
really
was
was. We
scary.
had a 2-year-old at the time, and Jude was 5 months old. He came to work with us every day in the baby carrier. We had his swing here. We had his jolly jumper, and yeah. So a lot of people who have been here since the beginning, they've known Jude now as a 5.5-year-old, right?
Right.
That's
Part of the
right.
furniture.
That's so cool, and
Yeah.
you've done so well with your business, and Audrey can attest to that because Audrey's a customer of yours, Audrey.
He is.
Yeah, I'm
Yes, we
definitely
love Audrey.
been a client. Yeah, been a client since the beginning, and actually gone through quite the transformation myself, and took it up a level to bodybuilding and entering competitions. And if it wasn't for River City Fitness, I don't think I would have done as well as I had done with my training and my support group and the gym being there. It was just amazing, and they were so supportive along the way. And tell us a bit, Amanda, before we get into your exciting news, but the pandemic and the gym
Yes.
was rough. It was rough for a lot
Oh,
of
God.
businesses, but for your gym, tell us a little bit about the little bit of a struggle there before we get to your exciting news.
Yeah, well, it was scary because we really didn't know anything. I mean, we were told we were going to be closing for 2 weeks. We really knew in our heart of hearts it wouldn't only be 2 weeks. And closing those doors, I mean, I don't know how to explain it other than, I mean, it was painful. We all cried. There was myself, Mark, Jordan, and Tina here, and putting a chain on those doors was emotional because for a lot of people, the gym isn't somewhere that they just come to lose weight. Some of them are just hanging by a thread, and they come here because it's their release. They come here,
Mhm.
and it's the best
Mm.
part of their day. They come here to socialize. They come here to release. And so to be closing that and taking that from the members and from ourselves was, I mean, that part alone was traumatizing. But then on the flip
Mhm.
side, we had so many members who just messaged and reached out and wanted us to keep taking their membership. And so that was emotional on its own because we felt like, oh my goodness, we have nothing to offer these people. They want to keep giving us
Oh.
money. Like, yeah, we've had people reach out who wanted to pay our mortgage, who wanted to make
Oh.
sure that, oh, they were just kindness upon kindness. So there was the
Now
struggle,
again,
but then there was
Miramichi stepped
also, yes, Miramichi stepped
Miramichi
up. You know,
stepped up.
yeah, they really made us feel loved, and it reminded us that, you know what, they don't only care about the business, they care about us, they care about our
Mhm.
family, and that I just can't even describe how that felt. We still haven't quite processed it, to be
I think though
Yeah.
what goes around comes around, Amanda. Like you and Mark have given so much of your heart and soul, and you've embraced the community, and not just the community itself, but your membership so strongly that in return they want to give back to you for all that you've offered them, and it's a give and a win-win, and
honest.
that's what I feel happens when people are good to other people, that they support them no matter what in return,
I really
and
feel
it's
that too.
amazing. Yeah,
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 I
you've
feel
done
that
it.
too. And you know, and so when we reopened, of course, we're even more committed to just wanting to help as much as we can, where we can, when we can, because to know what it felt like to sort of be on the side where you don't know if you'll survive, you don't know how long it's going to go on for. It just changed our whole mindset and sort of validated
So not
why
so so
we are
not
into the
only
community spirit.
yeah, so not only did you survive and we're on the flip side of the pandemic and you're up and you're running, now what's going on? There's this big hoopla, a lot of excitement going on
Yep.
with Rock Your Body. Fill us all
That's
in.
Yep.
right. Rock Your Body Spin and Fitness. It's funny how Rock Your Body Spin and Fitness started because originally this was going to be more nutrition based. Um, and then when the pandemic hit, I really just put that all to the side because
Mhm.
it didn't feel like the time or the place to start with a nutrition business. So that sort of went to the wayside. And one of my good friends was really into spin, Amanda Driscoll. She's actually my bestie. And she wanted me to, you know, I was in a downward spiral of just poor mental health. And she said, get on the spin bike, just give it a try. And I said, no, I did spin many years ago. It wasn't for me, not happening. So I get on the spin bike, fell in love. The way it made me feel was phenomenal. It
Mm-hmm.
was just like a complete reset of the mind, body, soul. It's a legit thing when they say that. And anyways, I would say we probably talked back and forth doing online classes every day. And I said, you know what? With how it's changed my mental state, with how 45 minutes dedicated to myself has changed me from being in a complete funk to bringing me to feeling the most empowered I've ever felt. I just wanted to share that. I wanted to share it with as many people as I could. And I said, Mark, we wanted to expand. What do you think? And he, of course, was on board. And now here we are, 6 months later.
Okay, so tell us about this, Amanda. Some of the viewers actually attend these spin classes, but for somebody that does not know anything about spinning, tell us what you do when you get on that bike, the benefits of spinning, and perhaps how long, like you said, 45 minutes, but for somebody that's not used to doing it at all or being physically fit at all, is it for just those people that are actively working out all the time, or is it beginner and then level up to the higher end?
That's right. So these classes are all levels, is what we call them. You can start as a beginner in a class that maybe is a little bit challenging because you have complete control over the bike. It runs with resistance. And so you're always in control. It's not something I'm in control of as the instructor. So you can take it as hard or as easy as you want to. You just need to follow along with what the instructor is saying. We've had a lot of beginners come in. Last week, we ran just beginner classes. This week with the all levels, we're still incorporating a lot of beginners because the equipment is new to everybody. Even if it's somebody who is really fit or somebody who is, really into cardio, it's still new to them. So we'll always be running that beginner, teaching people how to use the equipment, especially in the beginning of the classes. So no one has to worry that they're going to stand out. The room is dark too. Right now the lights are on in here, but usually these lights are off and we just have like a light show. It's pretty cool, actually. So when you're in the dark, I mean, you feel like no one's looking at you. So there's a lot more confidence, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Well, I can attest to the fitness part of things as far as being I'm someone who lifts weights now, and cardio sort of fell to the wayside for me, and it was just an add-on to get to where I needed to be to step on stage. And there's a number of different choices I have for cardio. But what I find is Amanda tapped in at the right time, at the right place. And with the pandemic and everything that was going on, she was talking about how the room is darker and the light show with the restrictions with people being able to get out and experience, maybe to go dancing or to be social and still be able to fall in the confines of the restrictions and guidelines for us to follow. I find it took it up a notch. So for me, even though I might not cardio every single day, cardio is boring. I'm sorry. It just is.
It is.
I don't like it. I do it because it's the add-on to my lifting weights. So I'd have my choice of the stair climber, the treadmill, or the elliptical. But spin is definitely something that's going to be added to my regime because it's so much fun, right? It adds that
it's an
fun
experience
element yes, exactly. So it's not just my 45 minutes, I burn those calories. The experience alone of the music, the lights, the different trainers, instructors for it, who all have their own montage of music that they're designing specifically for them. I think this is going to explode beyond what it's not just going to be a fad for River City Fitness. That's my prediction right there.
I agree. I
Woo-hoo!
agree, Audrey.
Great.
And that is like the whole point of it, right? We wanted it to be an experience because there's so many times when people come into the gym and they feel like it's something they have to do. They want to lose weight. They want to feel better, but it's not something that they can keep themselves motivated at. With this, I wanted it to be an experience so that they felt like they were almost disconnected from the whole exercise part and having a good time, listening to good music, and finally committing to themselves to do something that gets them active. Do you know what I mean? That whole idea of it was really, that's what we tried to really.
My biggest thing that I missed with the whole pandemic is being able to go out and dance and have the lights and music and have my favorite music. And I feel like this is my night out to be able to go and do that.
Yeah,
definitely. And
Amanda, I have a couple of questions. Oh, sorry, Amanda. I just had a couple of questions. So I have an issue with a sciatic area or an SI joint that's kind of a curse. It's I have to be careful of that. So that being said, I'm cautious. I walk. I do light exercise, but to get on a spin bike for me or somebody that has an issue with lower body, like say a week back, you're sitting on the bike and you're mostly then are you gaining physical strength are you strengthening your lower and upper body? In other words, you're on a bike, so I'm picturing your legs, your thighs, your butt getting a workout, but how do you get is it also affecting your upper body? Is there motion to get muscle tone and cardio? Do you know what I'm saying? Strength for the upper as
So,
well as
yep.
the lower.
So right now we just run the lower body end. So we try and be as authentic to cycling as we can. And if you were on a real bike, you wouldn't actually be lifting weights. And that's sort of right now the way that we're sort of running this is that we're working lower end only, trying to keep with that authentic cycling feel. So you're coming out of the saddle and you're using your arms to sort of pull yourself up with the handlebars. But there are different cycling companies around the world that do full body. And it's something we've definitely talked about exploring later on once we kind of get our feet under us, because how awesome would it be to get a full body workout in 45 minutes, right? So it's something that's definitely not off the table for us. But right now we are sort of just working with that lower body, sort of core down, right? Because you're always engaging your core. Yeah.
But for me, if I'm sitting on a bicycle, which I biked my entire life, is it okay? Would you suggest for people watching and people like myself that do have a little bit of a slight issue with their SI joint, or like is it promoting a better situation for me, or would it be hindering me?
I think so. I would definitely, first of all, check with your doctor just to be certain. However, I feel like you can take this at your own pace. You know what I mean? If you were finding that you needed a lighter resistance, you could take your whole ride at a lighter resistance. You could stay seated in the saddle if you wanted to, or you could rise pedal sort of standing up to make it more comfortable for you. There's numerous ways that we're able to set your bike up so that we're catering to injuries or we're catering to comfort, right? So
so I could give it a try. Give it a try, and see what it does. It might be that thing. Might be what I need.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it does strengthen you.
Yes, definitely. I, like Amanda, tried spinning years ago and it wasn't for me. I had a horrible experience. I'm not a tall girl, but I was willing to go to Amanda's class and try these bikes. And I have to say, for anyone who is questioning and wants to know, there's many parts of this bike that adjust to the client themselves. I don't have a long inseam. I have a short torso. So the seat doesn't just go up and down, but the handlebars go back and forward. And so the instructors are there to help make sure that the bike is suited to your frame so that you have the best possible comfortable ride and get the most out of your experience while you're there. So, and I was greatly surprised that the bikes do accommodate my short little legs.
That's right. They do. They accommodate people as short as 4'11" all the way to 6'11". So if you're very short or very tall, the bikes they adjust to your size and height. Yeah.
Well, it's a
there's always
sensational
somebody
thing.
here
Rock
to
your
properly.
body.
Yes,
rock your body.
I'm so
taking
proud.
over. It's the buzzword of Miramichi right now.
Oh, good. I'm glad, because we've worked hard, not just myself and Mark, but these instructors have just been top notch. I can't say enough good things about the 8 people I've had the opportunity to surround myself with this last 6 months. That team is just flawless. They're phenomenal.
Nice.
So talking about the instructors, Amanda, so they've been trained specifically for instructing spin.
That's right. Yeah, I had all of them professionally trained by Schwinn, which is actually the name brand of our bike. We made sure that they know the ins and outs of the bike itself, and also with instructing, properly raising and reducing heart rate, knowing how to tone in on specific muscle groups, and all different types of instructor training. Yeah.
We're out of time.
Yes. Thank you so much, Amanda, for joining us and filling us all in. It was great hearing from you again. We want to thank our viewers for watching. Don't go away. We have more great Have a Chat after the break. See you soon. Welcome back to Have a Chat. I'm your host, Audrey Lynch, with my beautiful, stunning co host, Judy Losier, with the last portion of our show. And we'd like to welcome a very special guest, Julianna Trajkovic. How are you, Julianna?
I am very well. It's a beautiful day, and I want to wish you and all our guests a happy Easter, because that is coming up, and that is another important day for Miramichiers.
Yes. Back to you,
Yes,
Julianna.
we're very
Hope it's
excited.
beautiful.
Yeah. We're very
Yes.
excited to have you on the show today, our beauty expert from Shoppers Drug Mart. But first, tell us a little bit about who you are, Julianna.
So I've been in the beauty industry for over 30 years. I've been in Miramichi for 14, and I've been at Shoppers for 9, and that's the Shoppers in Douglastown. Yep.
Very
So-
good. Lovely.
So, yes.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
so you're here to talk to us all about the beauty industry, with yourself being a beauty expert with so many years of experience. We're actually quite excited to hear. Can you tell us a little bit about, now, of course, we're all been going through and coming on the other side of the pandemic. What exactly did you experience, and what did you find the clients were looking for during that time?
So I would say people were panicking. We were open. So we had a big influx of clients with their hair, with their nails. They had these leftover grown in gel nails,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
they were panicking. They didn't care how much it costs, what they needed. They needed it. They needed it fixed.
Their roots would have been showing because they shut me down.
Terrible. So what I was telling them was, let's just get you through. Do not box dye the blonde. Just let's manage the roots, because I've seen many people with disasters. So
Yeah.
my
I
My
had to fix a few of those. I had to fix a few of those coming back from COVID. But I knew you guys were giving the best advice you could during
yeah.
trying times.
So it was pretty well root touch-ups, temporary color, and a lot of them were going gray. So they were trying to manage the yellow. So
Right.
it was just trying to get them to remove those nails and manage the hair, and just telling them it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. We're going to get through it, and to be calm and don't make any rash decisions.
Did you
Because we
find
saw
that
a
you
lot
had
of
a few
disasters.
more? Yeah. Did you find you had also a few more clients from being trapped inside and not being able to go anywhere, trying to find something to do, like face masks and scrubs and different kinds of things that would make them feel good, though they were stuck at home?
Yeah, we had a lot of people concerned with maybe more lines and wrinkles, which they never saw before, facial hair devices, plucking their eyebrows, over plucking, under plucking, devices to do their own like extractions, different kind of tools to extract pimples, blackheads. I just
Hopefully nobody got into bikini waxing themselves. That might have been a little.
Yeah, those
might have been
devices
more trying times.
We actually sold out on a lot of those devices. And I always tell them, look at the reviews, watch how they do it, and then do it. Don't just do it without researching it, because it will end up not good. We've seen people with little brows, like little tiny brows.
Oh no.
And scissors. Oh, the first month we ran out of scissors. We ran out of scissors, and people were using the craft scissors. And I said, no, dear, you can't use the craft scissors.
What's trending for makeup and styles and everything this year?
So on the runways in 2021, you're seeing more of a natural face. just because we're coming out of the pandemic, it's more of an effortless look. So the blurred cat eye, it's not so defined, more of a dewy glow as opposed to like a glitter. So a lot of serums, vitamin C serums. They're looking at a strong arch brow with like natural strays. So it's like the no makeup look. We're also seeing some joyful colors like pinks, yellows, blues, and greens. And on the Vogue runway, they're seeing a lot of colored cheeks, like blended cream blushes back in again. And of course, the eyelash extensions, lots of lash, very fluttery lashes. And they're also seeing less eye makeup, less foundation, and red lips. So we're going to see red lips, glitter, and sequins and sparkles on the eye. We're going to see lots of that. And a big brows is another trend. And also for those that are really trendsetters, they're also showing blue lipstick, really untamed brow. Yeah, untamed brows and some face painting. So you would incorporate that natural look with like a face painted daisy. So it's all about pushing the envelope and being confident. So not all looks are for everyone, but you could take maybe a small one of that and incorporate into your everyday look and be confident and wear it confident. That's the thing.
No, you'll never see me. I'm confident, but you'll never see me in blue lipstick and glitter on my eyeshadow. So I will do the red lips and I will do the eyelashes. So you're saying if I do the red lips and lovely eyelashes, that I just put a little bit of glow on my cheeks and that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
If that's what
I
want.
I think you should add the daisy though. You should add the daisy, the little
the
little touch.
No, I think I'll just wear a full face mask to save all that worry. But Julianna, so is red lipstick the color, or are there other nude and blush and glosses that are in?
Yeah, so you're going to see nudes and really reds. So you're not going to see that real shiny. It's going to be like a real bold lip, like a bold blue lip, that bold red lip with no other makeup. So, I mean, that may not be everybody, but you may do, like you said, Judy, those beautiful long lashes and a red lip. Or you may want to do something like jewels. A lot of people are doing like jewels, placement of jewels and like glitter eyeliner, and then maybe do a nude lip. So you can incorporate a fashion statement into your own look. So, you know, at Shoppers, we could help people because there's all prices for all ages for everybody. So we could show you something that you can incorporate with what you already have, and to create something new without spending a lot of money. So that's what we love to do.
Now, these new trends that you were just talking about, are they governed by your age? Is this the 20-year-olds that you're talking about, or no? Oh, okay.
No, yeah, because it's about wearing it and being confident. That's what pulls off a look. So you could be 20, you could be 70, but as long as you feel good, that's what you should wear. So it does not matter.
We should go in for a new look, Judy. We should go in and have her do us up, and we'll be all set for the next show and show people that you can do this with confidence.
Okay. And they'll still recognize me by my voice for sure. They'll know me by my voice, not my face. But Julianna, what are some other beautiful new products that you have in Shoppers Drug Mart? Like, you have so much over there when I go over, and you have everything from sun care products.
So much.
Go through a few of them.
Okay. So I just to show you, Ice Cream is our most popular brand for the violet colored shampoo for toning blonde or silver hair. So we just want to make sure that you don't leave it in too long. And if you're using it too often, because you will get that purpley tone in the hair. So that's like one of our best selling for the blonde. So we've been selling like lots of that. And another popular is our new Viva La Juicy Bubbly. So beautiful. It's got top notes of champagne, blood orange, oh, beautiful, wild berries, mandarin orange, and vanilla orchids. So beautiful.
Now, what's that called?
This is called Bubbly.
Bubbly by Juicy Couture. Juicy Couture?
Okay.
Juicy Couture. That is their latest one that they came out with, and it's doing phenomenal. The smell is divine. And
well, maybe
I'm in the market for a new one, so
maybe if I wear that, I won't notice my blue lipstick. I could just, maybe that would distract him from my lips. He'd just be smelling me. Yes. No, it sounds divine. What else do you have?
Also,
definitely.
Quo came out with a new line of bath because over the COVID, everybody was indulging in bath products. So one of the newest flavors is Lavishing Lavender. So we've got I'll just show you, we've got some of our massage oil. So that helps with stress, calm, very luxurious. You can put it in the bath or massage it right on the body. Beautiful.
Nice.
We also have.
Does it come with a masseuse?
No.
Just checking.
And we also have our bath salts, same flavor. And so you would just sprinkle that in. It's got that lovely, lovely smell. And we've got, of course, the body lotion in the same flavor. And we've got the Epsom salt. So that's good for a soak. It's got the magnesium. It's got the lavender smell in it. So soothing, relaxing for sore muscles.
For bedtime.
Like Amanda, you go to River City Gym, you come home, you pour a half a cup into your bath and soak for 30 minutes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Also, I'm going to show you, Benefit came out with a new They're Real magnetic lashes mascara.
Oh, yeah.
So this one allows the lashes to pull right back and extend. So 40% more volume. Brand new. That just launched last month. It's doing phenomenal. And
what was the brand of that?
It's from Benefit.
The brand? Benefit.
Benefit. Okay. Yeah.
And it's a mascara.
Of course, and it's your mascara. It's your usual beautiful, you've got that beautiful, long, luscious. And then when you take that beautiful one out, you've got, it's just so wet and beautiful. That end there is nice. It applies. So it'll extend the lashes. It'll help pull them back and give 40% more volume. So
40%?
That's fabulous.
40% more volume. So we also have a new product, which I dropped on the floor. But
it's Monday. It's okay.
Of course.
It's our new Lift Active anti-wrinkle from Vichy. It's got collagen. It actually has an SPF 30, so you could use it day and night. It's got the CG in it, which helps lighten dark spots, brighten skin, and it is anti-aging and firming. So that's everything in one tube, and it's in a little pump. It's absolutely gorgeous. That is brand new. That just launched last month too. That just launched.
That will do very well. That'll be
that'll be our
popular.
And of course, right now we have our sun care products coming out. Even though people aren't traveling, the weather's getting better. The bubble is opening up. And I'll just show you a few little features that we have. The Vichy, which is awesome if you're sensitive, hypoallergenic. They have their sports line for people that are maybe doing their walks, their jogs, want something that lasts for 80 minutes. And it's in a 60. And it comes in this beautiful box set. So you're getting other pieces. These are our value sets. So you're getting other pieces to try. So that is great.
Nice.
And it's actually recommended to do a 30 or more. So, and just remember, when you put your sun protection on, it's 2 hours of direct sun. After 2 hours, you need to reapply, because what happens is the sun diminishes it and it wears it down.
Okay.
So people think, oh, I'm going to put it on first thing in the morning and have it all day. No, it's 2 hours of direct sun. So you should reapply every 2 hours, because what's going to happen is you're going to start getting sunspots, age spots. So we want to prevent.
So it diminishes its strength of being able to be useful in that sense. Okay.
That's right. And that's the misconception. People will say, oh,
I think so. Yeah.
I put it on in the morning and it's 12 o'clock and they're red and they've got dark spots.
Yeah.
And part of prevention is to make sure you apply it 2 hours. And then even if you're sitting in front of the window, the most damage people get are from driving in their car and sitting in the window.
Wow.
So you want to apply it, especially around here. I see most of our clients with damage in this area because they're sitting, driving in their car, sitting in front of the window. And also Aven has their 50 SPF, and there's an after sun that comes with it. Oh, and also
Julianna, we only have 1 minute left, so we're down to the wire. You might just want to talk about briefly in the last minute your gala, just a real quick talk about your gala on
Our virtual gala is May 1st. You can get the tickets April 10th at our counter, and they're $10 a ticket. $5 goes back to your purchase, and $5 goes towards the charity, which is mental health. And then you get a goodie bag. Always fantastic. And don't forget, we have our weekly draws at the counter. So when you make a purchase in cosmetics, we put your name in a draw. And if we don't have it, you come, we'll look in our tablet and we can order for you and ship to your house, and the shipping is free. So we try and do everything one stop. If you don't want to come in, we can bring it out to your car. If you feel not confident because of COVID, we can accommodate you at all angles. Anytime. Our team is available.
Right, Julianna. Thank you so much for joining us today. Very informative.
Yeah,
and thank you to all our viewers for watching. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye from Have a
Bye.
Chat.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.